This is not Flaxen Fiber Friday, though it is Friday. I have this old cream separator that I put up on Marketplace. And there's no instructions anywhere online for this particular model. It's pretty old. I don't know how old it is. It doesn't have a name on it. So I figured I would just throw this out there for anybody else who comes across one. This is all cast iron. This is aluminum and the rest is galvanized, I believe. Anyways, so let's get started with this. So this is to help the person who's purchasing it, who would like to know how it works. So first off, this pops off, and inside there is this metal bar thing that turns. On one side there's an O for open, and then it stops at S for shut, I assume. So that can regulate how much milk you're letting go through the hole that's down there. So this pops out, so you got that. I don't know what it's called. You've got this vessel and it's got a hole in the bottom. Put that over here. Now this, on some models I've seen different kinds of separators. This separates from this one, from the bottom one. Mine doesn't. When I had got it, it had this epoxy, so I assumed there was a leak. So that doesn't come apart. So I don't know if it was ever intended to come apart, but it doesn't. And excuse my wear if you see it. I've been making looms all day, so I'm filthy. So one of these spouts, I don't remember which because it's been like 8 years since I used it. One is milk and the other one will be cream. So you just set up your containers to hold that. Then we have this, which is pretty heavy. And this is like the coolest part. So on the top there are 2 holes, and this special little tool has 2 little metal prongs that stick out. So you just put that in there and untwist it to loosen up the top cap. So you've got this little cap. Then this cone comes out. And then in this, I think I counted 17. There's this part that goes right on here. You got to wiggle it to make sure it gets in the grooves. These are, I don't know what they're called, but they're super cool. And when you do your milk and you open it up, each one of these, every time I did it with goat's milk, was just covered in cream. So, I mean, you almost want to lick them. These all have, you can see there's a sort of a pattern, and that matches up with this. So when you wash those and then you put them back, you got to make sure that you put it on right, because it won't slide down unless you get it right. So that's how that works. Make sure I get it back down there good. There. Because that needs to slip all the way down. See if I have these lined up. Good. So those would just pop on. And when I had got this separator, I had to look around online trying to figure out how they work. So right in here is a rubber gasket, and I had to go into a machine shop and have them make me one that would fit that, and then voila, it worked. So maybe this will prove helpful to somebody. So once you assemble it, or you got all your cream and milk out and cleaned it and dried it, and you got that all put back together again, you can easily turn that to wherever you want your containers to hold the milk. Pop that back on, put this back in here, and you're ready to go. This is cast iron, like I said, and I'm going to show you. So it's pretty heavy. It's got holes to bolt. I think this is, I never did it, but I think that's like a cork, and you can put oil in there. So I gotta turn that so I can move the crank. Now if I was turning the crank this way, it's super easy. If I turn it the other way, it's hard when it's not bolted down. But as you go, it gets easier and easier. And the only marking on this is on the handle for a stamp. And it says 60 turns a minute. So you want to get it going 60 times. So it's spinning it every second, doing a complete turn. So yeah, it's a workout, but you can get it going. And you can hear when I stop it, it's still moving. So the gears inside. Sounds like it probably needs some machine oil. But you can see it keeps going. Anyways, cream separator. That's how it works.